This is going to be questions on UK football, contacts.com. I have a couple of questions I want to ask Alex. So the first one is, what inspired you to start the online business?
Yeah, so for me, after I signed with Crawley, I got a whole bunch of messages from people I'd never even met or knew, asking me like, "Can you get me a trial at Crawley? Oh, congratulations on making the team. What's the phone number of the manager? Like, what's the technical director's number? The owner's numbers, like email addresses. Like, can you hook me up with a trial, bro? Like stuff like that. That I'm like, I respond to them like, I can't do that. I obviously got here through my various contacts and stuff like that, but it doesn't work like that. You need to get scouted. You need to first of all, you need to know people who know people. Like, it's just stuff like that. You need to have the ability to get into these clubs in the first place. So it was from that point that after COVID hit and I was left without a club, that I was the one now going to players saying, "Can you hook me up with this team, and can you get me a trial here?" And I was one of them. So it sort of hit me that I have all these players that I know could benefit from contacts and benefit from various different emails and stuff like that from all these professional clubs, that I figure that I could, start helping a lot of people. So that's pretty much where it started. That I had all these emails from, I had a massive list of contacts built up. So that's pretty much where everything started off from there, and started getting, I think the first week I launched and started announcing it, I already had about 20 orders from players. So yeah.
Nice. And then, are you just doing this by yourself, or do you have other people helping you work on this?
This is everything that I've done in terms of building the website and the Instagram, and everything has been through myself. I upload every new club that I get, I upload it myself, have Word documents, files, databases, everything. Even you guys don't even see this, but like when you place orders, I have an app on my phone from the website to see all the orders that come in, and the details in terms of like players' emails, addresses that I have saved, just stuff like that. So I have on record. So everything from that I've built myself in terms of the whole business. So as we continue to expand, if business picks up a lot and we want to go into different ventures and different ideas and stuff like that, I'll be looking to bring people onto the team that will add value. So that's probably a little bit down the line. Yeah.
Nice. And what's the target audience looking like? What's the youngest? It's obviously males. What's the youngest player that has made it on the platform?
Yeah, so we had a 8-year-old get a trial at Millwall, which his dad reached out to us and he was like, "My son's pretty good. We want to get into a professional club as early as possible. Can you help us out?" And he got the Millwall FC contact, which is championship club. And about a day later or something, he messaged me saying like, "My son has got a trial at Millwall. He's gonna go on a 6-week trial with them." And then yeah, so that was the youngest player. He didn't end up working out over there, but still, like, the fact that he got the trial from something, an email that I helped him with, which was amazing. So but yeah, that's the youngest player. The oldest player we worked with is 22 years old, so he's like me again. He's came from university and then ended up going to Swansea under 23s, and then they released him from there, and now looking for different clubs and stuff like that. So it pretty much ranges. I'd say the most common ages for players that we work with are anywhere from like 14 to 18, probably, I'd say.
Nice. Uh, Are you doing any advertising right now for the website? Are you running any traffic from like Pinterest, Twitter, LinkedIn? Well, obviously you're on Instagram. That's the main hub.
Yeah.
So are you running any ads to drive traffic from their platform to your platform?
Yeah, so I run Instagram promotions, so I pay for the ads to get posted. I think I do an ad which gives me a reach of from 70,000 to 210,000 people on the platform, which again turns into new followers, which turns into new players, which turns into new players that are interested, that then use the service to get clubs and stuff like that. So that's pretty much how we've been able to get to almost 10K followers in 10 months time. So been doing that, and started a Facebook page, but haven't been really active on that because I need to sort of work into the different target audience, because on Facebook you're going to get to the parent side of things and advertising to them. um, So haven't touched really with that. And then obviously TikTok, I don't even know where to start with that. So you just have to figure out how to be creative enough to turn these like success stories into videos somehow that I can do and attract attention. So lots of stuff to think about, but the main thing right now is just Instagram and running promotions and ads that way. So yeah.
It makes sense. It's good. It's only going to be a snowball effect and pick up and pick up. It's the same thing that I've done with the book, where like I have hundreds of pictures now where it went from like one. It's a snowball effect.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
how soon do you think you'll start to put a team together to start making this thing move faster?
So one of the things that I want to do down the line, not down the line, like in 3 months' time, is do a trial event. The same thing that you see with other like you've heard of OPSM, like in
Yeah.
Canada, like that's the big one. There's a company in the UK called UK Football Trials, like there's stuff like that. I want to do my own, but I want to have a twist to it where I actually vet the players that do it. So you don't send me your highlight videos, you attend, like for example, a Monday session, 3 hour session, you play 11v11, and then we choose, like the coaching team whatever chooses half the group to play in a showcase match. The showcase match is where all the scouts will be. So using all my emails and stuff like that, I plan on having like anywhere from like 10 to 20 scouts there and then watching the players live in person. And like I know the scouts will come because, for one thing, I have all their contact information, but the other thing is they're not showing up to something where the players can be from any quality. Like we're picking the players, hand picking the players ourselves from the trials that we're going to have. So the quality will be high, and we know the players that are going to come into it. So that will again be in effect for like the scouts will know that they can come to my event and actually pick up quality players, in terms of going to all these other events and they'll have players that can't pass the ball in a straight line, that sort of thing. And the other thing is, with attending my event, every player will get like 5 free emails from any club they choose, because a lot of these like companies, the trial companies, it's like, okay, you don't get scouted, like, okay, you know screw you type of thing. Like, you're done. We're not gonna, this is it. Like, we're only gonna promote our successful players, stuff like that. But for us, I want it to be like, if you don't get scouted, okay, you have 5 clubs to choose from now that you can contact them directly. Every match will be recorded. So you can you can pick up your highlights from my event and then send all your footage to these emails from these 5 things. So you still have some hope. In a way, it's sort of like a win-win, that you can attend the trial, get scouted, get to the showcase game, or if you don't get scouted, you can still email up to 5 clubs of your choice and see what opportunities can come from there. So that's sort of where I want to hit down the line in 3 months' time, speaking to different coaches that want to do it and try and arrange the different scouts. And obviously, I'll need a bigger team for that. So we'll see.
When do you plan to make this take place?
I want it to be done. So in England, they have like half terms. They have like 3 semesters of the year for schools, and during each semester has a half term, like a week break. So I want to do that in the first one. I want to do it 6 times a year, pretty much. So the first one I'm looking to do is October 25th, the week of October 25th. Um, I have all the scouts like ready to send out all the emails to all the scouts and phone numbers and text all the scouts. I'm working to put together a coach of team of professional coaches. That's the other thing. I want the coaches that are going to be there, I want them to be scouts themselves. Like, we're trying to get a coach from Peterborough to come and be one of the coaches for the teams on the event, and as well as be one of the scouts at the event. So it's not going to be like you know people from my team. I want everybody involved, either to have something to do with a professional club, in terms of growing it that way, because that gives it the authenticity of that point of view. So yeah, going to try and see what coaches and scouts we can get, and then build the team from there. So yeah.
Nice. Um, are you training kids right now? Do you train kids, a group of kids?
Yeah, so I'm helping coaching a local team. I'm actually helping run a summer camp over here right now that I've been doing the last 2 weeks. So I think last week we had 80 kids or something that show up from nine to 3, run them through technical drills. They play, like do their World Cup, whatever it is. Just a fun thing to do for the summer. So and then I've done various one-to-one sessions with players. Parents seem to like that as well, with playing and getting coached by professional players. So that helps a lot as well. So.